Does God actually hear prayers?
And if he does, why do some prayers seem to go unanswered? And maybe most practically, how, according to the principles laid out here, can someone actually pray effectively?
So we're stepping into the viewpoint of this material to see what insights it offers on, well, this universal human practice.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's start right where the source does. It looks at the variety of ways people experience prayer, right?
Yes, it paints this picture of prayer being seen by some as this um, really unique, precious gift.
The gift.
Yeah, they feel God is close, they find peace, they feel they can just talk to God and ask for help. The source actually highlights a few examples like Maria, who felt God right there beside her,
Okay.
or Raul, who felt listened to even in terrible grief after losing his wife. And Arnie, he describes it simply as a beautiful gift.
It sounds like for some, it's a very real, almost intimate connection.
It does, but then, like you said earlier, the source immediately contrasts that with the reality of doubt.
Right. The flip side.
Yeah. Steve's story really stands out. He lost 3 friends when he was just 17. He prayed and felt absolutely nothing. No reply at all.
Wow.
And that experience, understandably, sparked this fundamental why even bother question for him.
That makes sense. And it's not just the feeling of unanswered prayer that creates doubt, is it? The source brings up other things, too.
Right. It mentions that classic question. If God already knows everything, every thought, every need, why do you even need to tell him anything?
That's a very practical hurdle, isn't it?
It is. And then there's the internal one, that feeling of being unworthy. The source talks about Jenny. Her biggest struggle was this feeling of worthlessness because of past mistakes. She'd convinced herself she just couldn't be heard by God.
That's tough.
So the source doesn't just brush these doubts aside, it seems to validate them. And it says its goal is to offer answers from the Bible, which it presents as, the authoritative guide on prayer, full of examples, including Jesus' own prayers.
Okay, so it acknowledges the doubts, points to the Bible for answers. So the core question then, does God actually hear prayers, according to this material?
The answer it gives is a very clear yes.
Okay.
And the source backs this up right away with several Bible texts it presents as solid assurances.
Like which ones?
Well, it cites Psalm 65.2, calling God the hearer of prayer and saying to you, people of all sorts will come.
People of all sorts. That's interesting.
Yeah, and Psalm 145.18 and 19, Jehovah is near to all those calling on him. He hears their cry for help. And there's Jeremiah 29.1, you will call me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you.
So those scriptures, as presented here, offer a pretty strong affirmation that prayer is heard,